Hello everybody, welcome to this conversation that I'm going to have with Mr. Rajiv Poddar and Mrs. Dipti Poddar, the two directors of Smart Power Automation Private Limited. We have been working with each other for a few months now, and I felt that the journey that they have traversed with Smart Power Automation Private Limited needs to be told to this world. And that is why I'll be having a conversation with this lovely couple with whom we are enjoying our work completely as a consultant, as a mentor, as a support from Ideas Consulting Group. Mr. Poddar, Mrs. Poddar, thank you for agreeing to this conversation.
Thank you.
And welcome to this podcast. It began with you, Mr. Poddar. If you could just reflect back, where did it begin? How did this idea of smart power originate in your mind?
Thank you, Mr. Deepak Pramanik, sir. First, I was born in a Marwari family.
Okay.
And all of our relatives were very rich. But my father was a electrical engineer from Jadavpur, and he was very honest. He was working for government. So we were not rich. We have everything, but not rich. I found in our Marwari culture, working even in a government is not respected, and we were termed as a poor people in our society.
Right.
So at that time I decided I will also work like my father honestly, but I will do business and show that money can be earned with the honesty also.
Very good. You know, you are saying two very interesting things about your father being a government employee, who is pursuing an honest profession, and you decided early enough that you will be earning money through business honestly. Mrs. Poddar, I'm sure you joined him only after marriage, or was it before that?
Before that, actually, I am from service class family.
Right.
And my father was in Banaras University Law School. So in my family, it was very, at that time you can say that they are very forward and they are very good family.
You done your double masters in museum science, and which is the
but it was not career oriented.
The museum science, and the other one was?
And that was temple architect.
I mean, you were the first person whom I know with this type of a qualification. Anyway, please continue.
I have done my qualification, but it was not career oriented.
Correct.
Like other families, की लड़कियां पढ़ रही हैं, जब तक पढ़ रही हैं, after that they will get married and उसके बाद का life they will decide कि क्या होगा. So it was like that. After my marriage, we started business, and then the journey you know.
So did she bring that good luck charm in your life?
Yes, she brings the good luck charm. Definitely, we are working together for last 30 years.
And still remain married.
And still remain married.
That itself is incredible.
But the journey started much before.
Okay.
Much before. When in class 6, I will say that at that time, my teacher in home tutor fees was 50 rupees. And my father could afford only 25 rupees per month. I was a shortage of 25 rupees per month in 1976 when I was only 12 years old. So I had to earn that 25 rupees per month. How to do, I don't know. Then I found my father was working in Oriental Gas Company, Raja Bazaar. I found at that time Kabliwalas are doing money lending business.
Right.
And the interest rate at that time in 1976 was 11% per month.
Per month?
Yes, per month. I have 500 rupees in my pocket. So my need was only 25 rupees. I thought if I can roll the money for 5% per month, my demand will be fulfilled. So I started money lending business in 1976 when I was 12 years old, and from there the journey started.
Great. So the Smart Power name, when did it happen? How did it happen? What was the motivation?
When I did not apply after doing my B.Tech in Electronics and Communication from Radio Physics, I did not apply for any job, but I applied for 4 private jobs like Tata, B.Tech Computer, Toshiba Instrument, WEBEL Computer also. I got all the 4 jobs, but my intention was to do business only. So I worked for 2 years in these 4 companies. Then we started this business because it was in my mind already while I was doing my BSc Physics honors. I was doing scientific instrument business. I was making scientific instrument way back in 1984. So
Making means you were manufacturing?
Yes, I was manufacturing because when I entered the physics honors class, because in the earlier school, like after class 10, I learned TV repairing, black and white and color TV repairing from Tata Groups Polytechnic. So I know electronics from a very early childhood. So when I entered my physics honors classroom in the first year in 1982, I thought these instruments are very easy to make. Then I asked my head of the department, he said, I can make this instrument, but I have no money. In Saturday after 2 o'clock, he will give me the sample. I will take it to my house, duplicate the instrument, and Monday morning deliver again to the same college, Air Force College. And I was making that instrument at that time in 1984 for 1200 rupees, 1500 rupees. I was selling to my college at 12,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees, 18,000 rupees.
So that 25 rupees shortfall was more than met.
Yes. That was it.
Tell me one thing, Mr. Poddar, because you are the best person to tell this about Mr. Poddar. This little bit what he spoke about himself, that this instrument can be made, he went, created a replica, sold it. This entrepreneur plus technical ability is a rare combination. Is he like that in life?
He is exactly like that. Because always he wanted to eat something. He is very passionate, but very passionate about technology and to place it at best place.
Right. So that has helped in this.
Yeah. But that even today, money is not means money cannot attract him too much. He is still passionate in that
about technology.
Yeah, about technology and how to place it.
Great. Mr. Poddar, I'm sure when you began Smartpower, and I'm sure Mrs. Poddar must maybe a part of your life at that time, we always remember our first customer. Tell us about it, first customer.
First customer, I sold computers. Previously, we were doing computers and UPS business. So first customer was my computer customer. So I sold to my uncle's friend a printer.
Okay.
So that way it started.
It is a start. Did you learn anything about selling with that first sale that you made?
I learned sales much before I started my business because doing money lending business, I was dealing with a lot of government officers. So I know the districts, and as I am a Marwari, it was in my blood.
So Mr. Poddar, when you joined in, did you start interacting with customers at a certain point of time? Or it is not your part of your work?
No, it was my part when the customer is coming to our office.
Okay.
I was not going anywhere to meet them, and I think I have one very good, you can say, quality that I can say anybody can believe me very fast.
All right. So what makes people believe you?
Really, I don't know. I cannot
tell us. You will know better.
Her simplicity.
Yeah.
And making the complex situation very simple. That is the key.
So the first was computer. Now you are into automation. For the benefit of the viewers, just tell us what are the different products that you sell for automation.
Oh, we are doing door automation, gate automation, parking solution, security solution like sliding gates, swing gates, glass sensor door, parking fee management system, roof automation system, and industrial automation. Lot of things we are doing,
including the circuit cameras and closed circuit cameras.
That is a very small part of our business, but we are mainly expert in door and gate automation.
So what the business that you are in is a sunrise business, because as infrastructure improves and grows in our company, in our country, I'm sure the demand for these products must be going up. also the technology must be changing globally and in India. What do you people do to remain on top of the business so that you are also changing with time?
I am regularly in touch with the latest technology because I attend the exhibitions abroad, and I went to China, Germany, France, who are leading in this technology. So I learned a lot. I keep in touch with them, and it is my passion also that to search YouTube and to observe every time. So that keeps me updated.
The first time I met Mr. Poddar was when I was speaking at the TIE conference. Selling is not about selling. As an enthusiastic member of the audience, he stood up and said, "Sir, I believe that you should not sell anything to a customer if the customer does not need it." And that struck me. This is a person whose business, like any other business, depends on more customers, but has that ethical conscience not to sell to the customer if the customer doesn't need it. I would hope that some doctors are listening to this and they don't prescribe tests for surgery if the patient doesn't need it. It is a similar thing.
Yes.
So how can you get this? This takes a lot of integrity, a lot of conscious effort. How did you develop this?
We never tried to sell. My guru was Ramkrishna Fauzdar, who was the father of instrumentation in Eastern India. I learned from him, solve the problem.
Okay.
Don't sell. Sell will be is a byproduct.
Right.
Solve people's problem. And my guru's slogan was, your problem is my business.
Absolutely.
So I could not do like him. He was doing in the wide range. He was doing in environment, in gardening, in computers. He was managing so many things. But in our time, the thing becomes specialized. So I could not solve all the problems. So I specialize in door and gate automation and trying to solve people's problem, and the money and the business is coming as a byproduct.
Right. Mrs. Poddar, you have grown with Smartpower. You have grown with Mr. Rajiv Poddar in your marital life.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the journey has been very interesting. So if you think of yourself when you started with Mr. Poddar in this business and what you're doing today, I'm sure your role has got redefined. What are you looking after? And then I'll ask you, what are you looking after? And how do you manage the business?
See, when I started, frankly speaking, I was just a fresher. Since I was growing with the company, so I could learn everything. It may be every part, it may be sale, it may be, I never
Service,
know.
operations.
So how much means, a fresher means just a fresher, nothing new. Nothing, I was not knowing
Temple
anything. I
architecture
was
and
not
museum
passionate
size.
also.
Okay. So now what do you look after? Do you have any specific areas of operation which you look after here?
Yeah, automatically it changed. I don't know how it became, means
It
that
evolves,
that part became more important, and I am involved in financial, and I keep track of sales coordination. I just keep track. I am not very much
In
involved.
fact, one of the conversations that both of us are having is how do we prepare Smart Power Automation Private Limited for the next 10 years? And while the organization deals with a lot of corporates, it's a very family-friendly organization internally. That's what we have discovered. And the idea is, while without changing the DNA, how do we make the people work with a little more of, say, the policies, processes, SOPs?
Just to change, just to do more effort with same people, with same strength.
So we get more out of the same.
Yeah, more out of.
And utilization of technology and data and
Yes.
things. How do you foresee, Mr. Poddar, the future of this company?
The future of the company depends on the market.
Of course.
Because
That's
market
not in your control.
is the driving force.
Right.
But I always believe it is the person behind the company who drives the company, and the person behind the company are the future of the thing. So we are trying to give as much liberty training to our employee so that they are doing the business. Smart Power is just creating the platform to do the business. Actual business has been done by our people. So we are strengthening our people knowledge, skill.
In fact, I want to congratulate both of you and for the viewers. This is an organization which is about 31 years old?
33.
33 years old. And you will find that there are people who are working here as long as 27 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you see the senior band of people, everybody is more than 10 years. Now that credit goes to the two of them. Somewhere you have created that bond of your team members with the organization. What is it that you do to make this a great sport?
See, I always believe that my team is not there because of me. I believe whatever the company is or I am there because of my team. So I owe to them. So they are running the show. So I am just extending the help and the logistics. They are running the show. They are the heroes.
Would you like to add anything in this regard, ma'am?
No, it's exactly same. It's exactly almost same.
So it's the team which makes the company rather than the other.
Yes, exactly.
And now we don't find them as a team. We just it's difficult to recognize that they are team or they are the part of company.
Right. Family. And I remember in one of the training programs that I was conducting for you, the first one, you mentioned don't call us owners.
Yes.
I mean, we work with many family-run businesses, and there are, I don't think how many such family-run owners, family businesses owners would tell me don't call me owners. I mean, you've always thought that you are as much a part of the team as it is.
Yes.
See, this journey is going to become more and more competitive. And with a lot of competition coming in from various parts of the world, we need to prepare this organization to remain competitive. What are you thinking about this?
Yes, as I told you that we are trying to improve the skill of the people. That is the person-driven company. But in the last 4 to 5 years, we are changing our gear and we are shifting to the system-driven company.
That's the most important.
Yes. So because ultimately in the company nobody works, it is only the system works. So we are trying to adapt the new technology, especially CRM and technology, to make the SOP more stronger, have the advice of consultant like you and mentors, so that because my son is also in US, he will be coming maybe in June or July. So they want, at the young generation, they want the more system-driven company. So I want to make the system now in place.
Absolutely, you are on the right track, Mr. Poddar, and we are fortunate that we are a part of this journey, and we intend to remain this journey. One last 2 questions for both of you. What are the most important lessons that you have learned during this 33 years? That's question number 1. And question number 2, is there anything that you felt that I should not have done or should have done differently? Both of you have to answer these questions.
See, lesson I learned is that the most difficult thing in running a company is to manage people.
Okay, very good.
This is I learned, and I tried to master myself to make this area very simple. So this is the thing about what should have done, what should not have done. There are in the last 33 years, there were many such situations where I have to stop my factory, UPS factory in one day, notice due to some government notification, and then we again learn and come back to the door and gate automation business. So that is a part
of the journey.
Yes, that is a part of the journey. I cannot say that now we are successful. It's not a destination, it's a journey.
I have learned that don't believe people 100%.
Yes. Okay.
Because although we are a family type business, means you can say that company atmosphere environment is just like family, and we believe people, they are working. But I have learned that don't believe people 100%.
Okay.
And be aware every time.
Very nice. And anything that you felt could have been done differently during this journey?
The same fault I have made.
Okay.
and that I learned that we should not do.
In fact, to tell both of you, and I'm on record, I know that my philosophy has always been, rather the team that we lead, is business profitable growth is all about human motivation. Humans who are within the organization, humans who are suppliers, humans who are customers, humans who are in the ecosystem. That's absolutely aligned to what you said. Secondly, which you mentioned that why you should trust people, you should not be blind in your trust and 100%. And I have learned a lesson very recently in my own organization where I used to trust somebody blindly and I realized that I was wrong. COVID disrupted our lives and you are no exception. That was the time when I have noticed and I had written about it that many entrepreneurs decided to get rid of people. I don't think it was the correct decision. How did you handle COVID?
See, first of all, 80% of our employee stays within 2 kilometers of our
Workplace.
head office.
Okay.
So we always recruited people from the local place. That was a company policy from the very beginning, especially the women coming. It's very difficult for them to come from the far. So while COVID stuck, our people were still coming in the office. So we were not that much affected.
Orders. Did the orders stop?
Yes, the order stopped. That was for a time being. But also, our women sales force are the major sales force in our company. And we learned a new thing during COVID that they can work from home. First, it was a compulsion for us to allow them to work from home.
That is the main thing. That is the thing that has changed. That we could open our office in Jamshedpur. We could open our offices in Guwahati.
In Patna. So
In Patna.
now these girls are working from Jamshedpur, Patna, Guwahati, and whether they are married or having the baby, the workflow is maintained. Which I was always in a tension that when this lady will be getting married or having the kid, how we will manage. But now there is no change.
COVID has really changed this part.
Yes.
Which I have found, both of you are a part of active member of BNI.
Yeah.
You are a member of TIE, Compass, a bit. How do you sort of utilize these associations? Do you first? What do you learn in BNI?
From BNI, I have learned a lot.
Tell me please.
First thing, believe in yourself. And the confidence, whatever confidence I am having today, I have learned from BNI mainly. So in business,
More credit to BNI than
Yes.
I am giving credit to BNI.
More credit.
And BNI is the platform to give business and to receive business.
Like,
So utilization is the different part. Utilization is separate thing. But in personality development, I have learned that will give you more benefit in lifelong.
great. What about you, Mr. Poddar? You can
See, this association has helped me to learn a lot. If I go back to 2001, I was the secretary of Compass, and my company was very small. I was the secretary of Compass, and I was the chairman of the grievances cell. The Microsoft Red, its Hewlett Packard cases, all were coming to me, and I was the grievances cell chairman as a judge. It gave me a lot of confidence. As a small company owner, I did not have the access to those places. And I can talk to the veterans of the industry in the sitting on the same table. So I have learned a lot of confidence from this association called Compass or TIE or ELMA and ABID and a lot of.
In fact, you've also given back to the association a lot in terms of your time, effort, your ideas. And I think this is something which will give you a lot of sort of satisfaction. What I want to do, Mr. Poddar, and I am committing this on video, that we will talk of this series, your BNI and what you have learned and your association, what you have done in a separate video for the viewers. Because I think there's what to learn from this. And I hope it will happen someday.
Thank you.
So those of you who are watching this, thank you for being with us. I can only conclude by saying that Smart Power Automation Private Limited is a company to watch. And those of you who are young and are looking for a career which is in the techno-commercial space, this is the organization that you would like to work with, because this is where you will learn, you will grow, and you will thrive. Thank you, Mr. Poddar. Thank you, Mrs. Poddar, for this time.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we
Thank you.
expect to continue the journey together in the near future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.